7. Barrett outside, the switch. Doncic goes, oh, what a great step! And then he hammers it home! Broke his ankles!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing well, and holy shit, like literally that's my mood right now, as the New York Knicks just came out victorious on the road versus the #1 seed Miami Heat, the final score being 111-103. And this is the definition of a perfect win, at least if you're in the situation the New York Knicks are in. Most likely we're not making the play-in. We'll actually have to go like undefeated the rest of the season, and we would have to hope the Atlanta Hawks lose some games, because the Atlanta Hawks actually came out victorious tonight versus the Detroit Pistons. But this would be a worthless win, or just a freaking like a very frustrating win if it was with guys that aren't going to be here moving forward, playing solid, or just maybe like RJ Barrett playing a really bad game, all the young guys not getting any playing time, and we win, you know? But we got to see a glimpse, or we got to see flashes of what these young guys could be for us moving forward. If it's as a solid starter or guys coming off the bench, like this was an exciting win, especially on the road. We haven't beaten the Miami Heat in forever, and obviously the Miami Heat are the #1 seed. I do think they're overrated as the #1 seed, in my opinion. They've really struggled these last 3 games, actually in the fourth quarter, allowing like 30 plus points. Like on the defense side of the basketball, they've been atrocious in the fourth for some reason. But when you take a look at the Miami Heat, like what was their approach entering this game? What was their mindset? They wanted to shut down RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett had 46 on them at Madison Square Garden last game. And obviously they came out with the W, but they're like, we're going to come after him, blitzing him. We're going to double team him. And the Miami Heat did that. They made him feel uncomfortable. He was turning the ball over. They kind of got in his head. He was missing some open shots from beyond the arc. RJ Barrett didn't really play well. I didn't think he played that well on the defense side of the basketball. He started to settle in a little better in that second half, but there's still some times that he did rush the process, or rush what he was going to do out there on the basketball floor. And also there was a part like Jimmy Butler. I'm going to attack this kid. Jimmy Butler did a good job in that first half at least, or I would say the first 3 quarters, the beginning of that third quarter. Butler, fadeaway jumpers, muscling himself inside, just finding ways to score the basketball from most areas on the court. We know he's not an elite 3-point shooter. That's not really a part of his game, but I thought he played physical. I thought he did a really good job facilitating Jimmy Butler. RJ Barrett had some of those solid moments as well, but RJ struggled on the defense side of the basketball. He had some nice flashes, but I don't know if it's that ankle injury. His defense really hasn't been the same. He doesn't really have that pep in his step. But I'm going to bring up Tom Thibodeau. I don't have much hate towards Tom Thibodeau in this game. I really don't. He played the young guys. We came out victorious. I thought he made solid adjustments. If you're being real with yourself, you're not really mad at Tom Thibodeau, or actually that's rude to say. But if you know Tom Thibodeau, if you know who he is, it's just like, I'm not going to get mad at that, because we know his offense sucks. Like, there was one play, McBride coming off of a screen, like, you didn't really utilize the screen properly, or it was a bad screen, didn't really do anything. And there was no, like, backup plan. It was just like, McBride, you got ISO on this guy. It's so much of that shit that's so frustrating. Burks, there was so much isolation with him, which really pissed me off. And I was not expecting to win this game. I just wanted a competitive game. Mitchell Robinson did come back for this game. Still no more Julius Randle. And Mitchell Robinson actually came off the bench. Maybe he wasn't like the same, or they didn't think he was going to be the same entering this game. Maybe they thought he was going to be a little rusty, positioning himself on defense, rebounding. So we had different rotations. Obviously, not having Julius Randle, you could say not having him out there on the floor affects us in a positive way, negative way. Everyone has their own stance on that. So you have Obi Toppin starting, you have Mitchell Robinson off the bench, Jericho Sims starting. So the rotations are going to be different. There's going to be a different type of chemistry, maybe some different units out there on the floor. But the Knicks and Heat, like, they were pretty competitive, it was a competitive game at the start, but then there was moments I'm like, the Heat, they're going to take over. Bam Adebayo looks like he's starting to get his. Kyle Lowry's hitting timely shots. Duncan Robinson, actually thought we did a solid job on him. I believe he didn't do much in the last time we played Miami. The first time we played Miami, though, this season, I believe he absolutely killed us in Miami when we were on the road. But I feel like Bam Adebayo hurt himself more than we contained him, because I don't like the matchup if it's Jericho Sims or Mitchell Robinson on him, because Bam Adebayo is someone that could distribute the basketball, get the defensive claps, find guys inside, kick it out. He makes beautiful reads. We know he's athletic. He even has like that mid-range shot. He could do a lot out there on the floor. He's a defensive player of the year candidate. but he actually ended up in foul trouble, which definitely did hurt the Miami Heat. And I felt like they weren't at the tier level or their top level of shot creation throughout this game. There was moments I was like, they can't create offense right now, because not having Tyler Hero really hurt them if it was down the stretch, or just like overall when it came to their shot creation. When they would go into a slump, they would look to Tyler Hero, and they didn't really have much of that, I thought, in this game. But what I thought was beautiful, when it looked like the Heat were starting to, like, this game could have gone a lot worse, but Obi Toppin was just amazing in that third quarter. I believe it was the third quarter. Obi Toppin knocking down his threes, finding him cutting to the basket, just getting out and running. He didn't play that bad on defense. Obi was brilliant tonight. He just gave us so much energy, and what I thought really changed the game of why we were able to get back in this game is, first off, I thought the defense was good. Active hands, active feet. We were more disciplined. We weren't committing stupid fouls. It was the offensive rebounds. We absolutely killed them on the glass. I believe I've read the stat properly. At one point, Mitchell Robinson had 7 rebounds, and all those rebounds were offensive rebounds, which is insane. Jericho Sims, what a great job he did. Like, he was a freaking menace. This dude is a beast setting screens. He was a beast rebounding the basketball, tipping it out. I was just getting vibes from back when we had Tyson Chandler. But this team continued to fight. This team did not give up. It just shows how mentally tough this ball club is. But the flow changed, or the pace of the game changed, when we had McBride, Quickly, and Grimes out there on the basketball floor. And the struggles came back to Miami in the fourth. I thought they sat Jimmy Butler too long. We made good adjustments on Duncan Robinson. I actually thought we did a solid job, like, recovering on screens. And Tibbs rode with who was thriving, which I really got to give credit to Tom Thibodeau for. And Grimes, he's been kind of struggling with the shot lately, coming back from that injury, which I do understand, but he's fearless. He's not afraid. There's some shots that are questionable with him sometimes, but he just has such a pretty shot. You think every shot's going to go in. Maybe not as much because his shot's been off lately, but just the energy and just how much pride they played with out there, how much pride they played with out there on the floor was amazing to see. McBride knocking down a huge three. He got a huge steal, finished in transition, a nice Euro step. And you could say if that was a few games ago, he wouldn't have used the Euro step. So you could see the improvement throughout his development. You take a look at Emmanuel Quickly. What do you have? 17 points. It was like 17. I believe he had 17 points in the fourth quarter. He just absolutely took over. He's easily our most clutch player. You could say he hasn't been streaky lately, but he's a guy some people like to think of as a streaky player. He's someone that always steps up in the fourth quarter. He's someone that's fearless, not afraid. He finds ways to draw fouls, hits big-time shots from the outside. He was just absolutely in the zone. And the Heat just had they had a terrible fourth quarter. We just went on a tremendous run. You just got to be proud of this basketball club. You really do. Like, you have to be proud of these young guys and how they played. Obi, one shot I freaking loved is when he pump faked. Like, if this was the past, he probably would have rushed a stupid 3 or rushed a deep 2. But he pump fake, put the ball on the floor, one dribble, pull up, smooth, silky jumper. It was just so beautiful to watch. It was so awesome to see us play as a team. And we made the Heat feel rattled. Like, I thought they were going to be more motivated based off of, like, what happened the other night. It looked like they're motivated from the start, at least, with the whole altercation with Eric Spoelstra, with Udonis Haslem, Jimmy Butler, and all that. Who knows what went on to happen? I hear quotes and all that, but who really knows? But that huge steal by Quickly at the end of the game, reverse layup to seal it, RJ Barrett, huge free throws, and a huge play. Like, everyone's going to look at RJ wasn't efficient, and you could say he traveled, but they didn't call it at the end of the day. When RJ Barrett was freaking triple teamed, it was a crucial play of the game. Somehow he was able to get out of that triple team and just deliver a perfect pass to Taj Gibson, who was perfect inside, and he threw it down. I thought that's where the exclamation point really was in this game, besides RJ's free throws, besides Quickly's reverse layup off that steal, which was absolutely huge. But just what an amazing game to watch. It was just so much fun to watch, seeing us just overcome adversity. We just got to see, or we got to just watch on display how mentally tough these guys are. Just not quickly, Grimes giving us the lead at the end in that fourth quarter. We were down 17 points down 17 points, like 23 seconds into the fourth quarter, we were down 17. And at one point, quickly, when we were going on that run, when we went on this, I have it written down right here. When we went on that, where we outscored them 38-15 in that fourth quarter, most of those field goals, or at one point, all the combined points, was by McBride, Grimes, and Quickly. The young guys. How about that? The young guys, baby. But the New York Knicks come out victorious. It's going to be tough to make the play, and we'll have to literally go undefeated, but that's encouraging. We finally beat the damn Miami Heat. We finally did. Let me know down below your thoughts. Peace out, y'all. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry this video may be all over the place. This is more of an emotional video, but peace out, y'all.